Alright guys, this is our weekly solo player's guide to the Nightfall. If you're new to the channel, we do this every single Tuesday and Wednesday. All three classes, all three strikes. This is going to be the Insight Terminus with a Hunter. If you're going for 100,000 points, you just want to boost up your handicap to about 130, 135. And then I would go Void Singe, we're rocking Grenadier. You might want to do heavyweight, that's up to you. And then I would probably go momentum and extinguish, because this one is actually fairly easy to stay alive in. As far as setup goes, we're rocking some pretty horrible stuff. DFA is pretty good. The reload speed is hot garbage. Don't use it. Hand cannon would be pretty good in this this strike though. So something like the Duke MK44, what I usually run with Outlaw on it, would be great. For this one, you just want something with Void and some range. I don't know why I went with the Oxygen SR3. Subtle Calamity would be really good. Lemon Arc would be really good. Like I said, just Borealis would even be pretty good if you got it. Just something with Void and range. And then we're rocking Prospector. The Colony would have been a better choice of grenade launcher. Or Hammerhead. Just something Void. Maybe even Bad Omens would be pretty good. And then we're rocking Orpheus Rigs and Top Tree Night Stalker. So let's go ahead and just rock this guide out. Alright, so Borealis would be really good here. Pop that guy's shield, get your bullet back. Your Borealis does extra damage. And you're not wasting bullets. But like I said, I don't know what I was thinking with this loadout that I chose. So it's going to take a lot longer than it should. But go ahead and just kind of stay back. And use some whatever ranged weapons you got going on to kill these Vex. There are going to be a total of 4 Minotaurs here, and then just a good chunk of Goblins, and then like 2 or 3 Harpies. But go ahead and just take them all out. Kind of keep your distance. If you're rocking momentum, you know, just remember to run around and get your health back if you get too low. Once you get here, we're just going to do the exact same thing as you did in the last room. Keep your distance. You can always run back into the hallway behind you if you need to recover health with momentum, or just wait for your health. And then just keep on keeping on. There is a mini boss Colossus. You can see him right there. He's got an arc shield. So if you have Borealis, awesome. I was kind of hoping he'd fall off the edge there, but he didn't. And then just go ahead and take all these guys out. And then we're just going to wait for that mini boss to go into that little hallway that he hides in. And we're just going to take all these other guys out. Just be very careful when you jump over that he's not shooting those rockets. Because if you get hit with them mid-jump here, you will just fall to your death. And have to start that bit all over. So go ahead and take all of these guys out. We're just going to leave only the Colossus alive here. And then we'll start messing with this Colossus dude. Also, if you're running Borealis, if you want to use match game instead of momentum, that would be another great option actually. But go ahead and just take this dude out with whatever you have. Throw a grenade if you have it. And then we'll move on into the next little section. Alright, once you get in this room, stay away from that boss because he will slam you and it could potentially kill you. But hopefully you have your super, because we're just going to super the floor here. That should take care of those guys. And then just throw our grenade. It should come right back. And we'll just clear those guys out. And it should also stay just long enough to capture these guys. Throw another grenade because you should have it thanks to Orpheus Rings and Grenadier. And then just take these guys out. Sometimes there's a second wave here, sometimes there's not. Just all depends. And then in this next room, there is a wanted enemy. We are going to completely ignore him, unless of course you want the points. But either way, we're just going to kind of clear out the front area and leave the boss to run away, as he does. And once he's gone, you're going to have to go back into the middle of the room, kill I think it's a Centurion? A mini-boss Centurion. And then he is going to drop an orb, which you have to bring all the way back to the other side. And then you have to do that one more time. So we're just going to clear out ads, kind of using these, the corners of the map as cover, because there is a lot of cover on the outskirts here. And then we're just going to do that. And so just use your grenade sparingly. Well, not sparingly. Use it as often as possible. Use your super sparingly. And then once you have both of the orbs in, those little block things, there will be a good amount of orbs dropping apparently, but there will also be some like broken, damaged Vex, like the suicidal Vex is what I call them, and they will become rushing into this room. So as long as you pop your super, your tether, that's what you're rocking, if you're a Titan, get ready to pop your super, and if you're a Warlock, do the same. But pop it so the tether hits like just in front of the doorway. That way you can get whatever Cabal have chased you back over. And then also the Vex coming in. And then I believe we'll actually be at the boss fight. Alright, and then once you get here, if you're going for 100,000 points, stay back a little bit. Do as much, like take one shot at each of the, especially the Hydra, but as many of the Vex enemies there as possible. Because as you can see, you will actually get points for the boss killing them. So I don't know if that's supposed to happen or not, but it does. So if you're going for 100,000 points, that's really going to help you out. On top of that, before you get started with the boss fight, you actually have to clear this platform, which kind of blows only because anytime there's an enemy on it, it cancels out your progress. Well, it doesn't cancel it out, it just stops it. It might do a little, it might decrease it a little bit, but for the most part you should be good to go. And then we're just going to keep doing this until the boss spawns in, which shouldn't be too long. If you pop a tether right under the boss, so all these ads coming in will get caught in the tether, you'll also tether the boss, which is awesome because it will give you super energy back if you're rocking Orpheus rigs. Just a little pro tip there. So you'll stop the ads from coming at you. You can hit the boss with the tether, get your super back faster, and then go ahead and just get ready to start dealing damage to the boss. Now once the boss spawns in, he will kind of run around for a little bit, and then once he goes to the back of the room, a bunch of ads are going to spawn in as well. Just go ahead and throw your tether there, or your Slova bomb, or whatever you're rocking on your Titan, and then you should get your super back like immediately. And then just keep like spam your grenades as often as you can get them. Go ahead and spam them out, and then he will go back into this little canister. Once that happens, you're going to have to do the exact same thing that we did to start off this boss fight, except 3 times. And the ads are relentless. Like, that's literally the longest part of this entire strike. Or at least with this craptastic loadout. But, go ahead and do that. Good pro tip when you're doing that is, as the ads are spawning at you, either pop your tether again right below the boss, so they come at you, and then hit the next platform down. Like if you're a hunter, go invisible and go across the map to the left side or the right side one, or the middle, whichever you prefer, and then hit the that one until the ads start coming at you again, and then just keep repeating that process over and over and over and over and over until it's done. And then after that, the boss will spawn back in, and you pretty much do the last half of his health. It's pretty much the exact same, except for this time he is going to be running around all over the place. So it's really hard to get some good grenade damage on him. Unlike the first time where he's just kind of standing there unless he's running for cover. But, with that being said, I'm just going to let the rest of this video play out. I will speed up the that triple platform section because that takes me a stupid amount of time because of all the ads. But if you liked the video, it helped you out, let me know by hitting the like button or the dislike button, whatever you want to do, and hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. Links to the other 2 guides are in the description box down below. We actually did do Exodus Crash if you watched my weekly reset video, because that was a huge pain. That was a huge pain. like the corrupted strike times 10, it felt like. But yeah, as always, Guardians, stay positive, be happy, be healthy, live long and prosper. I hope you guys have a super fantastic, awesome week.
Location secured, Commander Zavala.
Good work, Guardian. What intel did you discover?
Do you feel it? The light is back. We're back. Eyes out, Guardian.